And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. I hope you're having a great day, wherever you are in the world, in the inner sphere, if you will. Some shoutouts where they're due. Number one, as always, the OG, the VIP, the only one, Sir Chad. Cheers, sir. Chad says it's Monday. I mean, is it? Is it? Feels like a Wednesday right now. Whatever that's. Cyber Viper, how you doing, sir? Good morning, Padre. Greetings to you, sir. Padre, how are you doing? How's your health been? No more scares. Keeps updated. You aren't broke, your capital just isn't liquid. Surely we don't need coffee to wake up. My daughter woke me up at, let's see, 7:15, 7:30 this morning. So, you know, for another 1:20, yeah, then Tuesday. Bro. How you guys doing? Audible Jello, how you doing, sir? Happy mocking fun day, sir. Oh, man. Much coffee, much wow. Oof. Oof. How are you guys doing? How's your weekend? You know, the day would not be good or right if we didn't look at some of my wood. Okay? Just don't stare at it too much, okay? Don't judge. Don't judge me. Ramsey wants to look at my wood. Yeah, he does. Alright. Today's wood is brought to you by the Woodshed. So this was Saturday. I got the purlins. These are the rafters that go that way. This is actually what we attach the roofing to. Speaking of, six of these went across, and yeah, so I started doing the stain. My wife chose it. It's a semi-transparent stain. I mean, you have to stain wood every X amount of years anyway, so I got the majority done. You know, obviously I don't have to do these bottom parts, but I'll probably end up doing it. The 4x4 posts I didn't do them because they're still wet. It's gonna be a few answers. It's gonna be a few months before they're dry. But yeah, got at least the backside. I got about here done. So this is almost done as far as this side, and then I can move to this side and stuff, and then maybe I'll probably do it under, because that'll drive me nuts just seeing that, even though I don't need to. Yeah. Other than that, it's almost done, and that project will come to a end. Well, also, then I have to fill the damn thing with wood, which is stacked over near the Magnolia, which hopefully maybe in a few weeks might be gone. So I'm stuck looking at them developing mutton chops. I actually thought about doing some mutton chops, you know? Yeah, I cut my hair. It was just getting too long. I thought about doing some thick old mutton chops. Wear a captain's hat, you know? Smoke a pipe. Good morning, Toko. How you doing? Rube, how you doing? Forteus. I haven't seen your wood in days. I forgot what it looks like. Uninspiring, but gets the job done, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a good woodshed. Answer the stream title, too many pilots to pay monthly wages, stop. Oh yeah, that's what I need to do. I think there's a setting. We're gonna have to edit a file, I think, the save file, because I don't think I can do it here anymore. That would have been nice where you could go back here and like, well, oh, we can actually, hold on. Let's see. I think it's MechWarrior progression to normal. Is there something here? Maintenance? Yeah. No, mech maintenance. Enemy scaling. Shop prices, starting money. Ronin, lethality. MechWarrior exponent. Is this the... This is XP. Yeah, I think pilot cost is something. I mean, that almost is exponent raising XP cost per or multiplier. Yeah, I didn't know this was a thing. We could. We can't. We won't. Oh God, we got the Hornet. I forgot that thing. Oh yeah, we're doing, yeah, because I think from a finance perspective, I think we're well over, yeah, double the mech cost. Cauldron's Hornet, that's right. Cauldron's Hornet. Rampancy over here. They were trying to take your arm. It's gonna be alright, son. Good morning, just another civvy. How you doing? Yeah, our super rare mech here. Can't believe you guys let him do it. Can't believe you guys let him do it. Who's in charge of these guys? Yeah, so we also have upgrade and power. We need that before we can do that. I think that's the one we need. I mean, obviously we need that one as well, but then you need the first one maybe. Actually, no, I don't think you need this. That's not a prereq, I don't think. Yeah. So that'll pop up once this is done. So that'll be nice. I am dealing with a migraine, so I've been dealing with one for like 2 days. I don't know why, so I'm gonna do my best here. But I've already taken meds all day yesterday and today. Just one of those days, so forgive me. To be fair, I'm looking to switch to either the Hunchback or Archer today. Gotta make sure to use those Battle Fists. We did pick up some good salvage here. Archer, 5R, Indo Steel. We also have the Griffin. So we're definitely filling out here. That thing looks so silly. What did we go with here again? 280, 4 mediums, Emram. Yeah, I'm tracking. Just silly. Just silly. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, man. It's not comfortable, that's for sure. I was like, do I just take today off? I was like, nah. 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 How much C-Bell? We could get 1,000,000 C-Bells. That would get us through what we needed. Battle. Does tell me max pay right here. I don't know why I have to always look. All right, what we got? Okay, it's taking that. I think we're good on the... Yeah, we need this one to be filled out here. I mean, I guess the fire starter would be if I was to get rid of a light. I'm not gonna get rid of the duo. I think that's a good duo. I think we Nemesis. Let's roll down rampancy here. Boomer. Boomer. All right. Yeah, Nemesis definitely the most skilled here. Corteus here, a vehicle guy. Cauldron Ward's waiting up for his Hornet. Almost tempted to get Granny in here or Esco. Let's get Granny in here. Yeah. So basically we need 3 slots. 1, 2, yeah, we need more slots. Lance is doing good. Let's get Cretaeus in here because I think Cretaeus should only have 1 skill. And you actually don't need side slip anymore. You do when you have a hovercraft, but actually I don't think side slip's a bad just overall. That way if you do get stuck you can just use it, but or something like that. Yeah, I woke up yesterday with migraine and taking my meds all day. You know, my meds do a pretty good job, but like this, you know, waking up, it sucks because it's like I didn't drink anything. I mean, it's one thing if you have a few too many beers and you wake up with a migraine. It's not fun waking up with one. I had a great Father's Day. I hope all of you guys did that are dads out there. Fathers, dads. Is Sean reading the chat? No, I'm not. I'm ignoring the chat. I had a great Father's Day. I woke up. My wife had made me cinnamon rolls, bacon, eggs, coffee. Then I worked outside on the shed pretty much all day. And then my wife helped out with the kiddos a bit, cleaned up. We made shepherd's pie. My wife made shepherd's pie. And we had cake. That's right. So we had it's called a hot water cake. I think that's what it's called. Hot water cake. Uses some coffee and stuff like that. I think it's yeah, so it was a really good day. So I have a ton of cake left. So had a nice lunch with my dad, then made grilled pork chops, mashed potatoes, and dilled lima beans with mushroom bacon gravy for meals for the week. Oh, I approve.
Command interface initiated.
Justin Leather Civvy, how's Kick treating you? How's YouTube's peeps? How's everybody doing? Hope you guys are having a great day. Yes, I'm a very lucky guy. Very fortunate. One thing I realized you get a little bit older, maybe. I'm gonna reserve here. Let's see if he moves.
Gotcha.
Did have a good Father's Day. It was nice. Ooh, hostile.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's. I'm completely a scout, so let's see what we got here.
Roger that.
More. All right, that's fine. Well, we'll just take care of him. No ECM.
Got a lock.
I think they've improved this model. Yeah, hostile's not bad. Still meh, but you know,
Ready for order.
teach his own. Okay, we can run. Oh yeah.
Confirmed.
Go within punching range. Oh, he's not gonna be making it out of
Fire
here.
with all weapons.
He's not gonna be made. He's not made for this world. See, what we have here is we have a secret weapon you don't know about.
Copy that, Commander.
That's right. Not even you, Rampsey. We have the latest generation
Yep.
of fisticuffs. And grandma.
Understood. Moving fast.
Fire!
Oh,
Go,
yeah.
grandma.
I hear ya.
Now finish what she started. Also,
What's up, boss?
actually, hold on.
What can I do for you? Waiting
I
on you,
think
Commander.
Rampancy can do it, chat. We believe.
Aye, aye. Aye, aye.
Well, that was CT.
I hear ya.
All right, ramp. Let's see what you can do here. Let's see if I can finish
Back
this.
speed, no shooting.
CT?
Take this.
That was CT. You actually did hit CT, I think, with the
There's more where
binary.
that came from.
But I think it got reduced. It did.
Standing by.
I think would be good there, but I don't like shooting over. I mean, yeah,
Here comes
there
the
we
ship.
go. One day we'll get Granny and Apollo FCS, and more crimes will begin.
Tango
I found
down.
that if I take my meds too soon before bed, I get auditory hallucinations, super intense, vivid dreams. I have to get a little keychain pill case. I like to keep them on me. I mean, some would say that sounds
I
like
do
a
for
fun
you?
time, you know?
Standing by.
Yeah, I don't have any meds like
Holding
that.
action, Commander.
Mine are all the GRCP receptors blockers, which right now it's a little rough right now. Ooh, I heard something off to my
Waiting
left.
on you, Commander. Pedal to the metal.
60, 40, 60. I'd like to just stop them all together, but I don't think that's gonna be it's just not an option, man. I think actually I need to call my neurologist. I think I have an appointment soon. I should probably call and like find out, so I'm not surprised by like the day of.
Holding for the right opportunity. What's up, Commander?
I do think he was talking about maybe getting me checked for TBI, so we'll have to see here. Your rampancy, your migraines are leveling up. It's never a fun time
Receiving you.
when they're like, hey, would you like to suffer more? And you're like, no, I don't think I want to.
What do you need?
All right, we're gonna throw Granny right at him.
Copy that.
Is there a refire penalty on 40s? Oh, okay. We're gonna do Phantom here. I think it lasts 2 turns. Gotcha, audible. Yeah, I don't have any, I'm not on any SSRIs or anything. The visual glitches start before the migraines, so when I see them, I just go take the meds. Can you describe the glitches, Rampancy? Audible, are there like vivid dream, like where you know you're in them and you can do whatever? I've heard that's an amazing thing, but like
What can I do for you?
I've never,
I hear you.
it's like maybe amazing for someone else, but not me. Let's go jump here. I'm gonna go ahead and...
I've got a sensor line.
What's up, man with that? How are you? John, good morning. Crazy busy work day since Friday was holiday. Alright, so... Oh, it's a rifleman. 5M. Huh.
Standing by.
Yeah, definitely need to be careful here. I think I mean, I would say normally we would focus...
Receiving you.
I'd be okay with maybe going for the quick draw.
How's it going?
Yeah, we can do that. Looks like a semicircle tear in my vision, static, multicolored, and zigzag. We're gonna do a.
Firing all weapons.
Oh, that was a good hit. Right torso or right arm's open. Well, that's rude.
Heads up, Commander. You've got hostile contacts inbound.
Yep, go figure. Alright, medium laser. We do have SRM ammo here, and
Waiting on you, Commander.
Rampancy's thirsty.
This should be good.
No, that's right arm, right leg. Legs this woke up with the
Another
craziest
hit
sore
like
throat
that,
though.
you're
Uh-oh.
toast.
Our kid's been fighting something. My daughter was coughing on Friday night, sort of runny nose, and then my son's had sort of a nose, and we're just like,
I hear ya.
the funk man.
Waiting for orders.
Dang kids, always trying to nurgle's minions. You relate to the lucid dreaming of sorts, not so much that I control it, but I know I'm in a dream and don't lose sleep or rest over them. Interesting.
This should be good.
Yeah, some people know how to, they say like they know how to control them so they can like fly around and like do anything they want. Just crazy. Oh, it's a Xiaoyu. I do think it's a good model.
Standing by.
I'm gonna go for a Pikachu here. See if we can get a El Torsorino.
On it.
Nope, not that turn.
Ready for
All
orders.
primary objectives complete.
Many
Position
months.
confirmed.
That's right. Many months.
Targeting for an alpha
Thank you,
strike.
club. Thank you for the 52 months, bro. Rude. Well, you
Waiting on you,
know,
Commander.
it's never know who your real friends are.
Firing everything I've got.
Ammo explosion. I figured that might happen.
Should have run when you had
Always
the
take
chance.
case.
Come on, Mech Warriors. It's go time.
Man, they really don't like you. Well, you're running a little bit hot there,
Holding
bub.
for tactical advantage. Right here.
Yeah, I think we're just smart here. Keep evasion high.
Yeah.
Sensor ping this guy. Was doing some mech
Sensor
building, Mega Mech over the
locked on.
weekend. Made a charger in 3049 tech that was XL400. 2 IS large pulse, 4 medium, 2 small mass supercharger and a sword.
Receiving you. Target lock on rear arc.
I don't know if this has little. Yeah, I was gonna say this actually might be well armored. I'm not
Standing
sure.
by.
Alright, the Jenner actually could. I need him to melee here, I think. Actually, hold on. Before I put you at a disadvantage here, yeah, he's about to go.
Commander?
Let's see where he goes, because if he moves up, I might actually be able to move the Jenner behind him. Ooh, that was a very good hit. Timberwolves ask, how do you think your interview with Russ went overall? He seems kind of down, a bit depressing. We talked a little bit about it, obviously last Friday. I think there's just realities as a businessman in the industry that, you know, us fans don't have to worry about, and he does, you know, something like that. I don't agree with all of his stuff, but also I don't have, 20 some odd years of running a gaming, business. I run a different type of business.
I'm here.
So yeah, I think there's, there's probably pressures and stuff, and
Copy that.
like I said, the reality of it is we can feel a certain way about something, but he does have a lot more experience on a lot of the. Dang it! That's bad. That's it. If I lose evasion here.
Okay, that was really bad.
Oh my gosh, man. Yeah, alright.
Ready for orders. Let's
I think it's just pressure. I don't think it's necessarily from EG7, but I'm sure there's a lot there.
talk it.
It's probably everything. Beer, I'd love to do a podcast with you about this. I think you'd be a good
I've been sent a lock.
guest to have. I think it's just tough. I don't necessarily agree with his views on things. What I wish they would have just, in a lot of these discussions, it's funny because I had one comment that was like, Phil didn't, disappointed that NGNG didn't ask the hard questions. And it's like, dude, I've been doing podcasts like this and calling out PGI for so many years. What are you talking about? And also hard questions. It's like, well, good luck with that. You do interviews and put your guests on the spot all the time. Doesn't necessarily always work out for what you want. Club people, anytime people say that, is that they're wanting you to put the guest in a spot that makes them answer questions that they may not want to answer, or how they wouldn't, they just basically want you to stick it to them. That's sort of the, it's like, well, first off, I'm not a journalist. But getting a guest to address, like, to what end, that's why I tried to make it clear, like when we were doing the podcast, of like getting answers that I think are, like, how is the business, what is going on with the industry, what is holding you back from doing a Mech 6. I think it's better to be served there. Now, the things I don't agree with Russ, I think, he made the point, we tried so many things. Yeah, I could push back and say, well, do you think you guys are the right studio for it? I could push back and say, well, yeah, you tried things, but clearly you didn't do them like a lot of things correctly, but hindsight's always 20/20. Like, you could do a lot of those things. You'd be like, well, so I agree. Tim Wolf, I think cinematics are great to some point, but that's, in my opinion, like Clans that's really the only improvement over. I mean, if you took Clans is basically an MWO against AI with better cinematics. I mean, we have all the mechs already. It's like, Mercs is this sandbox thing that, again, is as wide as an ocean, as deep as a puddle. There's no depth and substance to it. I've said that before over and over and over again. I do think some of that has to do with their procedural system, and he recognized that. I think what they did is they sort of boxed themselves into this system that can't really expand. Esco Morco, how you doing, sir? Maybe not beer. I don't know. But I said this last week, and let me know if you guys agree with this. Ultimately, the buck stops with Russ. He sold his company, which then, if that's the pressure they're feeling because of that, at the end of the day, that's on them, and that's on him. He's also a millionaire. He's gonna retire and live a very nice life, and guess what? He earned it. I get it. But he sold his business, and that pressure of expectations from a parent company now are because of his actions. You could blame it on Game Pass. I do think that sucks, by the way. But the one thing that pops out to me, and I just don't understand, and this is one thing I should have pressed on, it didn't pop up, was when he said it sort of sideswiped him. I should ask, how did you not know that you weren't going to earn any revenue? How did you or EG7 not understand that your product being on Game Pass, you weren't going to earn any revenue? Did you know that? And then you were hoping the DLCs and then, you know, like it wouldn't be as bad. Is that what you were hoping? That's a bold strategy, if that's the case. So I think that's the biggest question I have is you know, he claims basically 100,000 some odd people played Clans without having to pay for it. That's 5 million some odd in revenue. How did you not know that? Or were you anticipating it, but you weren't anticipating that much and you were anticipating getting money coming back from the DLCs? I don't think that's a strategy, because basically what he said is Mercs launched on Game Pass, but it was after DLCs were already out, so you net just all the profit revenue from DLCs. So yeah, Timberwolf, I think what's tough is when you peel back the layers, and this is sort of what I was trying to get in the conversation with Russ, and I think it sort of made its head apparent. They're just such a small studio with such a small budget. You know how he was praising himself about, you know, Clans costing so much less and blah, blah, blah. I think the reason he's happy about that, one, means better overhead, but two, they're just such a small studio and they don't have the budget to pull off multiple things in a row. They can't make an MWO, Mercs, co-op, fully integrated game. They just can't do everything. And so, you know, and it doesn't look like they're going to be, I mean, unless that, I don't know. See, that's a funny thing. I bought Clans to support the studio because I love BattleTech Universe. To me, Mercs is a superior product, though. Yeah, I agree. See, that's a funny thing. I think Clans is superior. Having actual voice acting, hard-hitting cutscenes made the game so much more enjoyable. Mercs just playing the same missions on slightly different maps with walls of text that mean nothing. But see, Club, I would point out that other than Clans not being game modes per se, the missions were very linear and very easy. So whether it's a game mode or missions in Clans, I felt the level design as far as like is uninspired, boring. Mercs, I would say Mercs is the better product just because it does allow replayability. You get a little bit more, but here's the problem. It is you're playing game modes, you're not playing missions, right? And the mission and the game modes are very boring. There's no depth to them. There's no, you know, it ties into this weird, you know, system they have of damage taken versus C-bills and reward and all that, you know. Do publishers get to choose if they go on Game Pass? So yeah, it looks like it's in the negotiation part of their contract, like, right? And that's sort of what he was saying. I don't think it's either or, Club. I guess you're saying you just enjoy that. What I'm saying is they're very similar. I mean, it's like, you guys remember the DLC? This sort of points it out, like where the Hatchman dropped in Mercs. And the missions are like one spawns and runs at you. One spawns and runs at you, and it's so like Clans sort of gets to that point too where you're loading up loadouts and you're just pulling the trigger, aiming center mass and just deleting stuff. It's not it's the gameplay isn't very dynamic there, you know. So but yeah, devs see, and that's why I asked him that question as far as like, so if you were to do Mech 6 or Mech Commander, why don't you think you'd run into the same issue? And he said we'd just have to negotiate with Microsoft. So basically what he's saying is either it launches on Game Pass and behind the scenes they get a better cut or a cut, or it doesn't launch on Game Pass at 0% income for them. So, I think the problem, Zeno, is that AI is a weird, like, what we're talking about is enemies and friendlies. When you put, that's one thing I said this again, and you know, whether MWO is samesies as it was, you know, like MWO is so unique where I drop on Canyon Network, that fight is never going to be exactly like another fight, right? And I found the reason why, and this is something think about if you guys didn't hear me talk about this. The disconnect I have with mercs and clans, or just basically PGI's single player products, is that the AI, it's not that they're not reacting accordingly. They're not concerned for their safety. They're not concerned with losing. In MWO, for the most part, whether it's a player's good or bad or whatever, it doesn't really matter, but like, you have one life. And so you're doing everything you can to maintain that. There is no sense of self and self-preservation in PGI's games as far as mercs and clans. None. There's not, and there's no variables of like you know, a locust running at you. It just doesn't really make sense. And so the lack of self-preservation makes a big difference in how I feel the gameplay and the battles are. Yeah, so the gameplay is about as deep as my toe. Yeah, I think there's something to be said about, you know, how many times have I said, I wish they added, I hate to use the term levolution, because that's a Battlefield term from a few years ago, but one thing I liked about their idea was that is there dynamic things that you can do to change what's going on right in front of you. In MWO, Mech 5 and clans, let's say you're engaged and your ability to change the battlefield dynamically, smoke, like a wall of smoke, a chaff or something, to be able to pop chaff either in a fight or to break away from the fight. You don't have any of that. And that's another thing too, is like it's very linear, this thing. Like once you're commit, you can't really break off unless you have speed, of course. But even then, in clans, a lot of the missions are, they funnel you, so you just don't have the physical ability to break off. You don't have this dynamic battlefield, so you feel very constrained. There's only a few maps where it's like you can do that, but then again, the AI is, you know, silly. But yeah, I came out of that discussion with Russ, the podcast, with a sense of not delusionment. I think Russ has lost his spark when it comes to that. When it comes to the IP. My concern with that is that, you know, and I said this last week, and and this is just the reality of it is how many years have I said this? I think PGI is doing the best they can with the resources and people they can. And I question, are they the right stewardesses for the IP? But who else is there? And that's sort of the crux of it. You know, Beer said he bought clans, even though he thinks Mercs is a superior product. My thing is, don't buy anything. Like, don't buy something just to help keep the IP or the thing of like, to me, it's like buy it because you want to. But that's also the mentality you see. People are like, I buy everything just because I don't want the IP to go away. And it's like, I get it. But also, I don't know. It's a tough one. I also think the difficulty is there's no one else that has stepped up to the plate. I also forgot to ask Russ how the using the license works. How does that work from a business standpoint? Are you missing out on 30% revenue? I have no idea what, they're already, that's another thing to think about is Microsoft use their IP. You go on Steam, you're losing 30% right there. What's Microsoft's cut when you sell something? I don't know how that works. I don't know if it's a flat fee to buy the license and, Rampancy, I think people say that, right? The reality is I think what a lot of people want is Battles on Scale, Planetside 2, or MAG, but MechWarrior. Here's the issue. I think people think what's cool, but really I'm more interested in the intricacies. If you could give me BattleTech here, a BattleTech 2, let's say Mech Commander, because he brought up Mech Commander Mercenaries. I'm okay actually just having a lance. But give me depth and customization. Give me depth in tactics and strategy and ability. Give me depth in the upgradability of things. Can I go from 1 Leopard to maybe 2? Is there other types of dropship? What features are on the dropship? Is there weapon systems? Is there cargo systems? I mean, like, give me the ability to have infantry. Give me the ability to enter buildings, secure buildings. How about all the details? Me have artillery pieces. Can I set those up in a position? Can I dynamically change, drop smoke? What happens right here? I need to break contact. I can drop smoke in the middle of my own formation from my artillery and get out of here. Make scenarios where speed is key. What is the key to that? Well, hey, we're hitting this outpost. You have less than an hour to get in here, get supplies loaded up on these cargo trucks, and get the hell out of here, because they have scouts on their way that are going to get here in about 45 minutes, and then the heavies and assaults are going to get here in about an hour, right? And so there's just so many dynamic things. But here's also the crutch of it, and I think there's something to be said about what sounds cool and what works, what goes towards the masses. I think a single player MechWarrior game, even if it's a single player MechWarrior game, is just not going to go to the masses. I think that's the crux. What gets people's attention? Co-op and PvP. Like, if you want to grow your product and your IP and brand, I think co-op, some like Helldivers 2 level co-op and or PvP is what gets it to the masses. I've seen some pretty cool new AI tools being developed right now. There's also so much new technology that if PGI used, it can make Merc 6 and have dynamic faction AI. Oh yeah, Beer. I mean, the tools that are just in, I need to watch the video on UE 5.8. Someone sent me a video. I might watch that in a second. Angry Veteran says, hey Phil, I had a second, so I figured I'd jump in and see you. The non-profit is running me rampant. Keeping you busy, huh, bro? The route is, I think what a lot of people, okay, we already said that. Don't get me wrong, enjoy clans, but like you said in the podcast, I played it once and was done. Yep. By the way, I don't think there's a problem, Beer, with that kind of product. I just don't think it's a product PGI can put out. Because I think if you play a product once and they only sold, let's just say 250,000 copies, I feel like if they're on their own, I bet you they're happy. But I think EG7 just wants more and more and more. I don't know that relationship. Most IP negotiations I know of is a % cut, but usually they get it after everyone, including the studio, gets paid. Microsoft could do it completely different, given their size. Yeah, I'm guilty of that, but probably less so this year. I haven't bought the latest Cleanse DLC, but I'm such a sucker for nostalgia in this universe. I want to keep it alive. Yep, I get that. Make it where in-game isn't just for Atlas every level. Yeah, Xeno. I think there's something to be said about needing that. You need the juggernauts, if you will. You need the armor and firepower and just the staying power of those units and that ability to do that. But that shouldn't be your end goal, right? Like that shouldn't be like, you know, I doubt Microsoft is going to fund AAA MechWarrior game anytime soon. I would right now Microsoft and Game Pass and Xbox is going through change. From my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, I haven't been keeping up a whole lot, but basically, right, the new leadership, she's basically saying we need to go back to exclusives, which is funny because I think PlayStation's also seeing that. Whereas if you make an environment where everybody can play on everything, you sort of lose your, you know, control of, you know, which is basically money and flow. Would you say Eugen style game like Steel Division or Warno is the next game that should be made for MechWarrior? I don't know. Actually, I don't know what those are, Beer. I'm not familiar. PlanetSide 2 mixed arms war sim that's BattleTech based would be pretty neat. Have conflict spawn on procedural generated planets. Maybe. I think the tough thing is, I said this ago, co-op and PvP are how you expand your audiences, but then they have a finite lifetime, right? I just feel like MechWarrior is such a unique thing. One, your audiences are older, more casual. The majority of us that play BattleTech, Mercs, right, are the majority. Don't want sweaty, try hard, have to worry about flick shots and shit like that. And so your audience is older, so I think co-op might be the way forward there. I just don't know what that looks like. I don't think Helldivers type co-op. I don't think you can base a product around that because it's continuous and that's like a live service, and I just don't I just don't know. Combined arms I think is something that could definitely, you know, but do you want the MechWarriors being infantry on the ground, or do you just want them to stay in the mechs but they can control these things? There's so many questions, there's so many unknowns. The one thing I wish here is that we had more depth to, you know, the drop ship and like scenarios. Like you might have an escort mission that's boring you might have a VIP protect the you know, I forgot that term, sorry, migraine brain. Yeah, I mean, there's just a lot of scenarios. And I do wonder if some of this will just be unlocked as some of the tech moves forward. Larger scale RTS, combined arms, warfare, and the ability to call in off-map assets. Has PvP, campaign, PvE, and fun 10v10. Oh, interesting. No, I've never... That's the issue with the plans going on Game Pass. The interested parties played it once and are done with it. They won't go buy it to buy the DLCs. That's the point. They've already got the thrill. Yeah. The Cortez. Hey, we're gonna do this patrol and nothing happens. That would just be so boring. Welcome to the suck. All right, I need to get rid of this guy because they have sidelines. They've knocked him around.
What can I do for you?
So I think this is the key here.
No need to tell me twice. This is gonna be good.
Let's see if we can just take this out. Hopefully there's no more shooting because they're gonna hit my... Okay, good.
And like it.
My only issue with Clans is the performance. Mercs just works. So that's another thing that's going on too is Unreal 5 is finally getting to the point where Nanite and they're lighting one. Sorry, I have migraine, guys, so I'm just trying to sometimes the words. Nanite and Lumen are finally working pretty well. So the early adopters, and I think Clans was unfortunately being affected by this. some of the games that early adopted some of these techs were doing it before it was mature. Now it's mature and maturing.
I hear ya.
Yeah, is this an XL engine? It is. Endosteel. That would be a good mech.
Yeah. Targeting for physical attack.
Why are you poor? Most poor? Oh. There's so many missiles.
How'd that taste?
No, it doesn't make sense. Like, what people say they want and what people actually want, maybe two different things. Go figure. But also, too, is what's a viable strategy? I think we keep talking about like. I did like the conversation that was, why are people playing older games? My counter to that is, like, let's talk about BattleTech here. This, you know, we're playing it with mods and it's absolutely fantastic, but it's also a 10-year-old game. Why am I playing a 10-year-old game? Because we haven't had anything else that comes out that's even close. But also, I do think there's something said about where he pointed out, he said, look, if we do a Mech 6 Mercs, it has to add features and stuff that we don't already have. And I think he's right to that. But I would just say, well, do you think your depth and substance, like, is good enough right now? You know? Exactly. Yeah. Depth and substance. Depth and substance. Ooh, you only got 6. Let's just do...
What can I do for you?
I'm gonna do this.
All primary objectives complete.
We can do this. Let's go.
Petno, thank you for the 57 months, brother. Welcome back.
Let's get fired up.
I hope you're doing well.
There's work to do.
Papa Grum, how you doing, sir? Also, don't forget, guys, if you'd like to join, !join. If you are a battalion member and you join, you get a custom avatar. So just tossing that out there. So if you'd like to consider joining, drop that link in chat, no pressure. You can be like Carlson, though, and Rampancy, and Tetno. My daughter's driving me crazy, yeah?
Waiting for orders.
Good.
On the move.
You're
Full
being
speed.
prepared. I feel like tech board games are becoming popular now. Ooh, can we chill on the shooting my vehicle?
I'm showing minor damage. Come on, MechWarriors. It's go time.
It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop.
Waiting for the right
I'm just trying to be honest with you, it gets worse. It doesn't stop.
I've got a sensor lock.
Audible, I switched it to my iPhone to where if I don't know them, it puts them in the unknown callers. So there's that. Yeah, it's yeah, the spam calls, they need to get that shit under control. What's up, nephew? It's Brian. Just want to stop by and say you keep pounding. Yeah, it's Brian. Nephew. The one. I don't have a... Oh, you're... Yes, technically that's true. That just confused the shit out of me. What's up, buddy? You doing all right? How'd you find me on here? What's up? Last week it was my long lost, childhood friend. Now I've got family members popping up in my, I used to have to use my phone for work. Can't block. Oh, okay, gotcha. Well, yeah. What's going on, Brian? How you doing? You staying out of trouble? All right, let's go ahead and get eyes on. This is a rifleman. I'm actually okay with engaging here. This might give me eyes on whatever this is. So we got a Griffin, 3M.
Got it.
Your son turns 2 in July.
Reading you.
Beer also just had his second.
Order acknowledged.
Here we go. A lot safer now that we have our back not turned there.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Alright. I'm actually okay with pushing across here. I'm see getting fisticuffs. Alright, see you, Brian. Take care, man. Alright, 78, 83. Yeah, we can do that right there. Tornadoes old with our daughter, yep. Your second just hit 6 spots. That's what's tough. You know, he put me on the spot too, because he said, well, what would you do? What do you think? And the more I think about it, again, I think I'm surprised, even with mercs, or even clans, again, if they would have just, I don't think you even have to worry about PvP. I think you just come up with a system that allows them to run and do their own thing. Is that crazy to think? But I think co-op could be a huge thing. Co-op, some really fun missions, but then also really fun game modes. I talked about this with the Trials of War. That was such a missed opportunity, but it just felt weird because it's like, this is a single player linear thing. That game mode should have been in Mercs. I know Tori's here in chat, but I do feel like it was just one of those things where,
Yep.
Yeah, like, I cross you over. Let's cross Granny over.
Confirmed.
What's up, Gypsy? The Mech Bro Battalion is doing well. I feel old. Chain Shot says my oldest turns 20 in August. Dude, I just waited. I mean, I'm 42. I'm gonna be an old dad.
Commander?
That's why I gotta stay fit, man. So my kids don't kick my ass in 10 years.
Confirmed.
Treb?
Here it comes. What can I do for you?
Yeah, dude, my
Got it.
daughter
Back
is...
speed, no shooting.
It's a roller coaster. Today she got upset before as I was dropping her off because I said you can't wear your sunglasses. I don't think they let that at school, and that was a mistake.
Receiving you.
All right, who's got the better chance here? All right, we'll do that.
Locking in all weapon systems.
Yeah, so to go back, Timberwolf, the discussion about MechWarrior and sort of to go back to the original question is, you said it felt sort of depressing. I think it definitely had an air of... It definitely had an air of that a little bit. But I feel like it's so important. I'm so glad I reached out. I'm so glad, you know, I was able to do that podcast because I think you guys need to know that. This is the one thing I wish that, you know, well, one, back in the day, let's be realistic. That's what me and Darren did. We were the community managers embedded with you guys. We just didn't have the title, but that's basically what we were. We were the PR marketing. Hey, this mech's coming out. Maybe, you know, all that. Russ sounded defeated talking about anything MechWarrior. Yeah, I guess that's, yeah. Boomer! Thank you for the 23 months, bro. Dragon says, I may not be a dad, but I feel you on this. My niece is 14. It feels like yesterday she was so small. Yeah, bro. Feel expecting a game company to actually fully flesh out their game and make the systems of it actually fun instead of immediately being obviously two-dimensional, poorly procedurally generated. Come on, Phil, what do you think this is? All things in success. I think Mitch had it right, which is Mitch. If PGI, if MWO was as successful as World of Tanks, I think that allows so much freedom, and unfortunately it's a side effect of just reality. If it would have been successful and they had more money than they could shake a stick at, it just allows them to breathe. And right now Russ is worried about how do they pay their bills, and you know, they're in the thick of it. And if you never get out of that, then you're always worried about what's the next thing to pay the bills. Instead of saying, hey, our bills are paid of, what do we really want to do here? And I feel like that's a very distinct, this has nothing to do with game development. This is just business in general. We are too niche in the masses, damn it, if we're saying the N word again. Yep, they're definitely gun shy, but I think it's because they just don't have the freedom to be. I think they did back in the day. I think the mistakes with MWO feel even worse because they had the freedom to be able to do those mistakes. But I just don't think they learned. I don't know if, you know, that's another tough thing too is, do you remove yourself? You're the CEO. Maybe you shouldn't have been involved. Did you have the right people in place? I think some of the industry, yeah, Tori, is, you know, but also the best sellers, the biggest hits were not big studios. That says a lot too. That means creativity and imagination just isn't there. Trying to figure out how to keep the bills being fed. Sounds like our merch company, right? Right? How am I gonna keep all these mouths fed? I'm, you know, I need the next contract. I can't worry about, you know, expanding to this or that, or, you know,
Now, let's see how you handle this.
Well, it's risk though. That's the thing, Club. It's not even indie. It's the fact of there's a huge gamble for a small studio to do something, because if they don't do it correctly, they're just done. Whereas a big, you know, can make a few errors. I mean, shit, look at, was it EA lost 400 million on Concord? Bro. Bro. Yeah, Tori, yeah. The thing that sucks about it all is I do feel it's a self-imposed wound. PGI, this is all self-imposed. Russ, where they're at. I'm not worried about Russ. I'm not worried about PGI. Russ is a millionaire. He'll be fine for the rest of his life and his family. Like I said, well deserved. Sucks for some of his employees if they get laid off or if the company goes under, but he's fine. The kicker about it is us, the fans. That's who loses in all of this. You made bad business decisions. You didn't do this. We're the ones who stick. how many of you guys remember me saying this years ago? I said PGI is not your friends. They will eventually be gone. They're not your friends. You know.
Yeah?
I wish I could lose 4 million, just shrug it off. Gamers also looking for cheaper games while AAA is rising, so indie titles are getting some extra room to thrive. Tori, I would push back on that and say, I don't think game prices have to go up. The market is pricing them because they feel like they can get away with it. It's supply and demand, like that's all that is. Gain evasive charges. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Games are getting more expensive to make, but that's not the player's problem. That's a development problem, in my opinion. You don't. Now you could say, well, the cost is going to go somewhere. Well, you know, that's like I said. They don't have to raise the cost. They're choosing to. So when games are costing $90, you can go fuck yourself. Like that's crazy. Especially when your record profits and, you know, blah, 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 blah. I mean,
Turbo. Right, Commander.
fiscal year ended May 2026. Ubisoft had lost $1.3 billion as a fun tidbit. But here's the thing. I recently watched a video. Did you guys see this? It was by Level Cap Gaming. He says it feels like AAA games are overall. Go drop this link. It's a good little watch. It's not a very long video. But the reason I point this out is he said something. He said, here's the reality of it is you still want AAA studios because you want products like GTA 6. You need big studios to do the big shit, like those things. So there is still a place, right? One thing that Russ only lightly touched on for a moment, but that you could feel in everything Russ was saying is that Russ doesn't trust or like the way the game industry and market is looking right now. Oh yeah, I don't know. I mean, do you? Who would?
Yes, Commander.
I think this is good.
Double time. Let's go.
Ooh, that's a good hit. Yeah.
That's a kill.
Good to go.
Gypsy of Love. Who do we want to go for next? The Griffin or the Crusader? Yeah, that's an interesting one. I mean, the reality is we're just all nerds who love BattleTech, so like, you know.
No shooting, just running.
I have a very odd relationship in this sense of,
Giving them everything
you know, what I do on a daily is tied into the thing we love.
I hear you.
But what happens when that potentially is, you know, on the, you know, on the downward, you know, the management at the big firms and publishers are going to push for more AI stuff to get games out faster at lower cost and not care that it tanks the view of the game as long as some people. Yeah, but here's the thing. I think if you do that, Tetno, I think what you're seeing is no. I think if they continue down the road, if anything, what I think is the tools, and I need to watch this video because let me see here. Let me pop this open. It's the Unreal Engine 5.0 video. It's gonna load any second. There we go. We'll watch it in a second, but I think if anything, what it's gonna do is it's gonna allow projects to be done quicker, more efficient with time, which of course is time and money, but also allows certain devs to be able to do things that in the past it just took so much man hours and man time to be able to pull off. That's where I think some of that's going.
Confirmed.
Ready for orders.
Like no one, and keep in mind, I don't care. I think that's the discussion is like, it's okay to like, yeah, their job is to make money. I don't think anybody like, yeah. No one would care if PGI was doing really well. No one would care because MechWarrior would be doing really well. I don't think anybody really, you know, like that's not an issue as far as it just being a business, right? Just make good business decisions. That's what's tough. These studios just need to stop trying to make their game so large that they can't handle it. Scope is a big problem.
Get fired up.
Like a Starfield, No Man's Sky, or Cyberpunk, they spend tons of money on these massive games that come out. Yeah, but I mean, again, some of those games are about the scope and scale. And by the way, Club, I want that. I want the next gen Cyberpunk. I want what I envisioned, which is, I think you can go into every single room and hack or break in or do something. You interact. I think some of the tools are going that way. I'm okay with that, but not every game. But here's the kicker, Club. Every studio is competing with another studio's time or another studio's product to keep you locked in 24/7. That's where I think the problem is. It's your free to play. It's your live service games. It's your Game Pass. It's keeping the player. I mean, everybody wants WoW. Everybody wants an MMO. I mean, how many MMOs have just came and gone, right? RPGs, you know, Battlefield and COD have always been sort of like a cyclical. Every 3-4 years, there's a new one anyway. But yeah, Club. I mean, that's yep. I mean, I hear what you're saying.
Jumping. Locking on target.
Reading you.
Really careful here.
All right, let's move.
Should be able to be good here in the water.
Waiting on you, Commander. Pedal to the metal. All weapons are go.
I also feel like, I guess what's tough is like when a company, I mean, the idea is that if a company makes bad decisions, they go under, right? The difficult things is some of these big ones, what they'll do is they'll just pull back a little bit, do what's always been done so they can keep, you know, hobbling along. But some don't make it. I mean, that's just reality. I mean, you know. The Ascent needed more lived in. That's where I've sort of felt like, again, it was like it wanted you to think this is and this is, I guess, maybe limitations of like the engines, and this is where some of the engine tools can sort of go towards where it helps improve that, you know, it's like Cyberpunk. Looks amazing, but it's all superficial, right? Like it's like there's no depth. Now you can imagine large language models, AI integrated, where each NPC has their own quest storylines, depth, or information about other, you know, like, it's some cool stuff. That's how I look at AI tools. I don't know. All right. Can we keep moving here? We can. I'm gonna put you in
Throttle down.
here. Oh, I didn't realize. That's my mistake.
Roger.
Oh, by the way, I do have a doctor's appointment for my son tomorrow at 10:15, so I'll make a post on Discord, but stream will be delayed tomorrow. He's probably gonna be done by like 10:30, 10:40, so I should be good for like 11 o'clock, but I'll let you guys know, and we'll go from there.
Yeah?
Okay, well,
On the move. Full speed.
yeah, Club, I think there's some because I'm not going to get into politics of it. I think a lot of people are being pushed a direction to hate on it without realizing the side effects, and I don't think it's necessarily from internal. But at the end of the day, it's follow the money as well. Go figure.
All primary
You know.
objectives complete.
Yeah, let's go censor this.
Sensors locked on.
Nemesis, thank you for the 16 months. Speaking of money, thank you for the support, man.
What do you need?
Ooh, this could be good.
Going full throttle.
Enforcer can tank it.
Acknowledge. Target destroyed.
Granny! Esco's Granny! She was a Slayer's champion for a reason.
Good to go. Full speed, no target.
Cluster, let's go ahead and hit that. I did have a good Father's Day. I did. Outside of this migraine, that just won't go away.
Going turbo.
I don't know if it's weather or...
Commencing
No,
out
this
of
man,
strike.
I don't know.
Want some more? Huh?
Rude. Nothing like an MRM 40 to the back.
We can do this. Let's go.
Yeah, sounds good. Good idea.
Rampantee said, hold my beer. I think... Ooh, that was CT. Ooh, that was XL. I didn't realize.
And stay down.
Well, interesting.
Affirmative.
Gypsy of love.
Hey, let's see what this baby can do. I've got a sensor lock.
All right. Granny is up again. 73.
Roger.
We are, yeah, we could. We have
Let her
already won.
Hostile removed.
Mission successful.
Granny's doing work. Let's go. In your honor. I still believe that a cyberpunk style world with battle mechs set on one planet would be great. Running around doing gigs, building up your stable. Yeah. To be fair, the complaint about the lived world has been a thing since GTA 3 came out. Look how far we come in making open world games since then. I remember people complaining about not being able to enter every building in that game. Yeah, man. Like I said, we always want, it's never good enough. But also, I feel like that's just when you get better and better and better tools, it just allows the scope to increase and potentially the scope and workload decrease. That's another big thing. All right, do we have Crusader parts? We don't. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We already have a Griffin. That being said, the 3M. The 3M. This is 3 energy, 2 missile. And this is 2 energy, 2 missile. But it carries double heat sinks. I would need 4 of these. No, I already have. Oh, I only need 1. I need 1 so we can build that instead of the 1 in, so we get double heat sinks. Quick draw, we have 1 part. Rifleman, we have 0 parts. Shaw U, which I actually think would be a pretty decent mech. Where are you? SYU. We don't have any parts. Oh, that's a bummer. Treb. Do we have parts here? No. Yes. All right. I mean, we got 2 selections here. Really, I don't think there's any. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so now we can build the double heat sink Griffin. Here. Yeah, that was a very good mission. It was like 2200 experience. I'm gonna need more coffee.
Standing by.
Oh, Carl's about to be in the Hornet. You need all the hit defense that you can get, bro.
Training complete.
Commander?
Ooh, you got 2
Receiving you.
here.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Good to go.
What can I do for you?
Heineken, all things come to an end.
Commander?
Yes,
They're
Commander.
cyclical.
What's up, Commander?
Let's do flyer. I'm gonna get you health.
MechWarrior training complete.
Waiting on you.
Aye, aye.
Granny just lit things up. I really want to get. Yeah, let's get hit
Training
defense.
complete.
What's up, Commander?
Gypsy, nice.
Training confirmed, Commander.
All primary objectives complete.
What's up, Castle? How you doing, bro?
Yes, Commander.
MechWarrior training complete.
Yeah, Carlson, you missed out. You know the event where you can give someone 1,000,000 C-bills? Well, that was Cauldron Born, and he returned with a Hornet.
Training complete.
So that is now his mech.
Ready.
His only mech he gets. Yep.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Oh, did I miss Gypsy? Sorry, my head is. I'm gonna go Yo, I know I can do more. I'm just not because I want to use that experience for the last one. All right, Merlin wasn't in that one. Nemesis wasn't as well.
MechWarrior training complete.
Mercy.
Listen.
Good to go.
Training complete.
How's it go? Commander?
All right.
Training confirmed, Commander.
I think this was just internal, but no destruction. Yeah.
On it. I'll let you know when that's done.
All right. So the good news here, we got the Archer 3M, Archer 5R. We still need 3 mech bays, so really we're waiting on this here, but. All right, upcoming mission. Yes. Here we go. There we go. All right, I think everybody's good right now. This is a lower skilled mission, so I feel a little bit more confident dropping. We got a few nubs and bolts, needs some skills, and I think Null Man here, and we have Das Fuster as well. So I'm gonna get I'm gonna take a step and put DOS here. Step out. That'll leave the core. I feel comfortable with that, even with the reinforcements. All right, guys, I'm gonna go grab some more coffee. Again, if you're tuning in here, I've got a migraine, so I'm just trying to fight through it. Yeah, just one second. Welcome to everyone. I'll be right back. So maybe that'll help kick that into action.
Command interface initiated.
So gotcha. Another civvy. So during the podcast at the beginning, it seemed like y'all were kind of saying you thought the success of MechWarrior 2 was kind of weirdly. Are you talking about Mech 2?
Yeah?
Mech 2 wasn't an anomaly at all. Mech 2, the reason it was such a big product was because it was the one of the first 3D games
Move order received.
ever.
On it.
I read you, Commander. Moving out.
Oh, geesh.
I hear ya. Coordinates received.
It was like the first of its kind. I mean, that's why Mech 2 was such a big success. But like, what does big success mean? I mean, let's just say it sold 1 million copies in the 90s. Yeah, that was huge, but 1 million then doesn't mean, you know, like. Yeah, I think he did. Yeah. Yeah, give me a second, guys. Yeah, if you just got, yeah. Yeah, Warboss's account. I sent him a message on Discord, but let me try. Ooh, I got a few. Yep, and there he goes. Let me go ahead. I'm gonna stop the spam from happening. His account got hacked. I booted him from the server. He's got a. I was hoping he's like listening right now. Warboss, if you are there, you've been compromised. Change your Discord password. Yeah, I kicked him from the server, so. I guess my point being is I don't think you can use MechWarrior 2 as a premise for the success of the IP. In today's, you know. Papa Grum doesn't know anything about that, does he?
Ready for orders.
Yeah. You know, the success of the IP was because literally, you know. Yeah. I'm trying to. Warboss went by a different name on Steam. Just trying to remember what he went by. Speaking of Steam, exclamation Steam in chat. Make sure to toss me a friend invite if you haven't done so. No, it wasn't that it was the only Stomp Your Robot game. It was leading edge tech. You know. It was leading edge at the time. So I guess what I'm saying is the success of MechWarrior 2 or perceived success of MechWarrior 2 is not an indication of how well the IP does. If anything, I think that the IP has been very stagnant for years. By the way, let me also toss this out here. Beer, I don't know if you're still there or anybody else. It sort of sucks that I think if PGI owned the IP, they could stay niche. Like, who cares? Dude, if I had 20 developers and I had the BattleTech IP and I could just keep cranking out content for you know, you guys, and okay. That's the difference though, is like, yes, I'd be in the business of game development, but also I'd just be doing something I loved anyway, so it doesn't really matter, right? Like, where it's like, I'm not trying to break out to the masses. I'm just trying to make the best thing I can for an IP that I love. PGI is not in that predicament. PGI is a business and has, you know, they're not the IP rights holders. That's another big problem. No, I don't think he said that, Club. I don't think he necessarily said it was, you know, in that regard. I don't think so. That's not what I got out of it. Yeah, I do think it's an anomaly as far as the, let me rephrase that. Like I said, I just don't think you can compare a like first generation 3D product that was amazing and hit, and everybody and their mom everybody and their mom didn't know. It wasn't the internet wasn't what it is nowadays. So like, what would the equivalent nowadays be, you know? Yeah. It launched into a unique set of circumstances. What happened again? Exactly. Yeah. Curtis, I don't even, you know, I have no hate towards it, but it's 2026. I like stylistic games, but if all you're doing is launching a product that literally came out 20 plus years ago, it's just not enough. Like, you know, people are like, oh, I love, you know, like, I just want MechWarrior 3 remastered. It's like, okay. It's not gonna, you know, like... But yes, I do think if you own the IP and you could just be happy with what you got, I think it, you know, changes a lot of things here.
No speed, no shoot. Got it.
Ooh, Chameleon.
I've got a sensor lock.
I'm receiving you. Full throttle. Locked and loaded. Here it comes. Waiting on you, Commander.
Oh yeah, he's stuck down here. I don't know if I'll be able to get up. I might can through here. We'll have to see if I can get up.
Standing by. Aye, aye. What can I do for you? Got it. Max speed, no shooting. Affirmative.
Well, Microsoft owns Activision now, so, and that's who did that back in the day. So it's definitely possible, but the reality of it is again, it goes back to the business sense. Like, would you put your eggs in the basket, think it's gonna sell? Clearly based on the market and what plans did, you'd say no. I think that's where, that's why he kept bringing that up, is because you're based on, you know, the success of your latest product and or lack thereof. Whether we like it and agree with it or not, that's just the way things are.
Confirmed.
The Curtis, is that it? Someone made a comment of like Mech 2 had the best gameplay versus like Clans, and I just want to be like, can we stop being delusional? No, it wasn't. It wasn't better. At the time, it was amazing because we're all kids and nubs and bolts is hurt. What in the world?
Light damage, Commander.
Yeah, exactly, Zito. That's, I just, sometimes like people say things and I'm like, you're not helping. Geez, 6 evasion. There's a Sunder and a...
Crap. That hit hard.
And a Balar here. Triple large pulse. Oh, Streak Samurai 170, that's why. That's what that was.
They got a sensor lock on me. Standing by. Firing jump jets. Reporting negative damage.
Good to go.
I just feel like we run here. Catapult. Oh, lucky that thing's hurt.
Sensors locked on.
Same thing with Mech 3. Mech 3 was great for its time. Could you make Mech 3? It's sort of, I guess what I'm going back to is like, the comparisons would be like Final Fantasy VII, the originals, versus like the remaster. or you know, it's a remaster, but they updated some systems. You'd have to do that as well. Aesthetically, you know, the gameplay systems, customization, stuff like that.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Can we get up here? No, we can't. All right, this sucks. This is gonna take forever to get him out.
Pedal to the metal. What can I do for you? Got it.
Yeah, that Sunder is a problem. Actually, there's a lot of problems here, but
Ready for orders.
Carl.
On it.
Yeah, I should have a pretty good shot here. There's a hunchback. What? It's a 4G. Hello, Evan. How you doing, sir?
I hear ya. Don't need to tell me twice. You betcha.
What do you need? Ready for orders.
Ooh. Really?
Throttle down.
All right, sounds good, Mateus. We'll see you when you get back.
Yep.
Yeah, those are just too low.
Understood. Moving fast.
That looks terrifying. Oh, his arrow does work. It's just he was already firing.
Minor damage, Commander. Nothing to see here.
This looks a little sketch, and it could be worse. That's a problem. MRM 70.
Light damage. Holding firm. Come on, MechWarriors. It's go time.
Linux Freebird says, may I ask, can you explain the usefulness of different types of missiles like LRM versus ATM versus SRM versus Inferno versus Arrow? I've been playing around with them. Like 5 marks cannot seem to make my mind up. SRMs are short-range missiles. Obviously, they're around 240. The normal SRM is 270, I think, meters. They can stretch out though. It's a fire and forget missile. A streak SRM is you have to have a lock on to fire. A LRM is a long-range missile that can have a direct fire path, but also indirect. So it's got a nice arch. ATMs are very, at least in Mech 5, are very direct fire-ish, but they still have a little bit of an arc too. ATMs stand for Advanced Tactical Missile. They have different ammo as well. HE, which is high explosive, ER, which is extended range, and then just regular. Yeah, you also have rockets as well. That's another thing. And unfortunately, looks like Warboss account got hacked. I'm trying to get ahead of hold of Meta. I don't. He went by a different name. Let me see if I can. Asgin, thank you for the request. Gotcha. I swear it started with like an F. No, it didn't. That's what it was. Sorry, I'm trying to get a hold of Warboss because this account got hackeroonied. Mr. Warbeast now? That's funny. Okay, obviously we need to take care of it. I, of course, had just switched out because I'm like, oh, you know what? I think I'm due for a Vite Ramen order. It's been a couple of years since I've had it. They're on 3.1 out. Schwank, have you ordered? Yes, I know, guys. Warboss's account, if you get a PM, don't click on anything.
You got it.
Yeah, ATMs are gonna hurt. Schwank, okay, gotcha. Thanks, man. Thanks for using the code. I really need an old man up here, but it's gonna be a minute.
Affirmative.
That's so annoying. Also, just to... Where did you move? Chameleon, you moved. You did move.
Got it, Commander.
I'm just trying to take this out.
Roger that.
Less spread, more missiles hitting. Yep.
Aye, aye.
Oh, well, you just did that. Wow.
I hear ya.
Well, let's, that's not cool. Bro.
I've got a sensor lock.
Kata's...
Waiting on you, Commander. Got it. Max
Apparently,
speed, no
let's see.
shooting. Time to die.
Nice, rampancy. Nice. Actually, I think it would be good as if
you had the chance.
you circle around and handle that mortar in the back. That's a problem right now.
Yeah?
I'm gonna go do shielded stance here.
What's up, boss?
Ramp's always at it. What are you talking about?
I hear ya.
Alright, DOS.
Going turbo.
I really do want to hit this, but
Firing.
I do think
everything
this is
I
a
got.
quite squishy mech that we could take out if we focus it down.
Standing by. Confirmed. Confirmed. Firing.
That was a good hit. That's a little annoying. Ah, come on, man. Yeah, that thing needs to die. That's a problem. That guy's an asshole.
Roger that. Standing
Okay. You are open torso. It is an XL. Let's verify that. Yep.
What can I do for you?
Yeah, I think we got one more careful maneuvers here, maybe. Jump jets would have solved all of this.
Orders?
Minefield.
Affirmative.
I've got to take the risk here.
Yes, Commander.
All right, who's going here? The Chameleon and then the Cicada. I'll reserve. Yeah, I figured he might go.
Nice try.
Rampancy.
Waiting on you,
Thank
Commander.
you.
Time to fly. This should be good.
I was hoping for better outcomes than that. Because one hit and he'll lose his one missile or ballistic. Yeah, of course I had swapped out who I brought on this because
Going full
we're
throttle.
just gonna. Oh, that's the Chameleon. Sorry, I need you. Yes.
All weapons, fire.
Really hoping to just get a lucky. All right, we'll take that. That's what I needed removed.
Tango down.
8 salvage parts. Interesting. All right, Hunchback's gonna be next. I'm gonna reserve. Might shoot ramp. Nope. Okay.
That's all you got?
You see, when you help Phil pick the mod list, you get special in-game character hacks for the playthrough.
I hear ya.
I mean, he ain't wrong. I'm almost tempted just to eat this and not worry about... What's the hits here?
Yes, Commander.
Carlson. I think the impact, I think that's, I need to move over here. Actually okay with that right there.
Copy that.
Let's do cluster. I don't think you have anything
Roger
to...
that.
Sorry, we're just trying to get in touch with the war boss.
Waiting on you, Commander.
This makes me, I just run through mines here and I just don't think I want to. That just leaves me a little bit vulnerable. Ooh. Take that though.
Waiting for orders.
Alright, Cicada, I'm gonna be able to bounce around here, so let me go ahead and hit the Chameleon.
Got a lock.
And I've got Proteus here. I think this is where... Yeah, that's a good position here.
On it.
Could have been a lot worse, I guess. He'll fire arrow.
That was a heavy hit, Commander. Let's get fired up. There's work to do.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, the Chameleon and then Cicada go first.
Ready for orders. Fire and jump jet.
I think it's getting rid of your evasion.
Sensors locked on.
What can I do for you?
Alright, it's gonna take... I don't know if he's ever gonna get here, man. I've been out a mech this entire time, which really
Ready for
sucks.
orders.
Yeah. Minefields. Building wouldn't be bad here. 60% chance.
Locked and loaded. Here it
I got
comes.
hits. Alright, Cicada's gonna move. Oh, Chameleon moves. Oh, okay. Sorry, I just got a message. You received a gift. Asgin, thank you for the gift, sir. Subnautica 2. Alright. Alright, dude. Alright. I haven't looked or watched any videos on it too, so that's another thing I'm like, that'll be really fun.
Taking the high road.
Alright, we're definitely gonna do vigilance here.
All weapons are go.
It's such a good game.
Another
The
hit like
first one
that,
was so
you're
good. If it's
toast.
anything like the first. Yeah, the Treb taking a lot of heat here because of that lack of evasion. My own fault. Ooh, you want to get a little bit closer. Oh no, little guy.
Waiting for orders.
Little guy, it'd be a shame if something happened to your mech, bro. Be an absolute shame.
Right, Commander. We can do this. Let's go.
Oh,
Critical hit.
I don't know what the relevance of that is, Zeno. I don't. Is there a point to comment?
Commander?
We have no shot on this kid. Oh, we do. But it's past. Alright. Chameleon is not doing well. Can I shoot past my... I don't feel comfortable with that. That feels a lot more.
Affirmative.
No, that has nothing to do with... That's not... Okay.
Here comes the show.
Dragon. We're fighting our way. This is a little bit more... We took some of our players, more experienced pilots out. But we did that for a reason.
Yep.
Like, this guy is one touch. He's definitely XL. I think I'm gonna wait here. Here's the problem.
Ready for orders.
Hold on, actually. I think we can do this instead. Let's see if we can take this kid out. I'd really like to hit this torso.
On it.
No, hang it. That guy's gonna be an asshole.
Reserving action.
I don't like 2 evasion. Yeah, that's probably my own fault. Oop. All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take damage either or here. Do I... Cicada fell. I think we kick here. I'm gonna do Phantom. I think we melee here. We're gonna take hits on mines anyways. It doesn't really matter. So just get out. We don't have jump jets. But this is a Omni. MM40.
Badass. Come on, Mech Warriors.
All right.
It's go
I
time.
think we're in a pretty good spot here.
Waiting for orders.
'94.
Affirmative.
Commander. Got a lock.
What can I do for you?
Hey, we're out! We're out! No man's free! He was dropped on the other side of the cliff and had to work his way up. It was a rough start to the mission. Alright, Rampancy, I need you to handle that. Burnt Forest. Alright, we're doing this.
I leap. I soar.
Rampancy, finish him.
Commencing Alpha Strike.
That's why he's paid the big bucks.
Bang. You're dead.
You know? It was a little bit of a risky move there. What's up, Cauldron? How you doing, buddy?
Send me
How's the
a
weekend?
real Mech Warrior.
Yeah.
Commander?
Please don't lose my LRM-10. I literally don't have replacements for. That would be not couth, as the kids say nowadays. I don't think that's actually what they say, but... Can I get some protection here? Yeah, I think I can.
Moving fast.
The wrist is strong with this one. Jeez, man.
Critical hit, Commander.
Oh my gosh. I can't.
Need something, Chief?
I can't with you right now. I'm almost tempted to just like send it with grandma here. I gotta be really careful there with
Roger. Aye, aye.
that was a very good hit. Yep. Alright. Alright. So
Yep.
I gotta do shield stance here. Okay. We can do this.
Firing.
Leg.
Oh, yeah.
It's not English King? Yeah. Of course, you know, they gotta come up with their own thing. Doesn't that just mean cool? So fire, you mean hot, epic, badass? Hello there, fellow spheroid kids. Oh, there's mine.
Let's go.
Holding for the right opportunity.
Can't believe we didn't.
What can I do for you?
Oh, hey, No Man's here.
Got it. Max speed, no shooting.
No, welcome to the fight. Well, let's do it.
Take this. Want some more? Huh? I hear ya. Going turbo.
I think we just... Oh my word. Oh, we ran through fire. Dang.
Uh-huh.
That's all he needs.
And stay down.
That's all he needs. We've been trying to get a hold of him. One second. Might have one way. I'm sending him an email. All right. I sent him an email. I knew, yeah. I'm on my ways. Okay, so you. I have a. This isn't ideal. Let's see what you do. Let's see if you're stupid.
Waiting for orders. Hey there.
Okay. Can we move up here?
Engaging jump jets.
Carlson, thank you again for the Subnautica 2 gift, man. Thank you.
Good to go.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to eat this here. She's already taken some pretty substantial hits though, so I definitely want to be careful.
Bugging out. Roger.
Commander? Double time. Tell me what to shoot.
Let's see if
Receiving you.
melee here? No. I think it's the other side that. From downtown. That's right.
Commander? Got it, Commander.
I think we have Criteas here. Criteas can put some pressure.
Let's move.
Yeah, I think we do this.
All weapons, go.
Oh, miss. Oh. Oh! Okay. No more mines though, at least.
Watch those heat.
Let's get fired up. There's work to do.
Waiting for the right move.
Okay, where are you? It's on your other side.
Targeting for it.
There we go. Knockdown. 2 activations. We're just gonna keep elevation or
Good to go.
Keep evasion up high, and I think we're good now.
Coordinates received.
This guy's got super squish armor.
Yep.
Granny can just run.
Copy that.
Let's do... Oh, that's a lot of heat.
Copy that.
Watch your interview with Russ. I feel really enjoyed it, and you did really good getting those infos out of him. We're already looking forward to DLCs 9 and maybe Mech Commander Mercenaries, as he said.
Good to go.
He did correct me on the name. If you max out evasion on the pilots, you unlock a new achievement and they start singing "You Cannot Touch Us." Is that what it is?
Waiting on you, Commander.
Can we just bypass? That'd be great.
Here we go.
Not run through fire anymore. There we go. Yeah, throw on an Angel ECM.
Gotcha.
Max.
Yes, Commander.
Yeah, let's just have you.
Confirmed. Target confirmed.
Commander. Okay, I'm on it.
Actually gonna fire at him. He may just eject because he's already bleeding out. So just sometimes they'll eject if they get pushed a little
What
bit.
can I do for you?
Which in this case did not, but no man is gonna avoid all the mines and fires and. Carlson. You see him maxing, all the cool kids are doing it. Oh, there he goes.
Let's
All right.
Staying put for now.
I think so. Therefore, I am.
You got it. I'll make them dead.
Dude, my head's just not.
Commander.
It's not a good one today, bros. I think we just eat this on the way down.
Got it. Max speed.
Yeah, we took
no
some
shooting.
damage there on legs.
Commencing Alpha Strike.
Oh, headshot.
Waiting for orders.
Ready for orders.
It's only one evasion. Oh. Yeah, more like.
Got it.
I think so. Therefore, I can't be a smoke jaguar. Bro, shade.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Jaguar shade.
Going turbo. Firing everything I
Ooh, that was
got.
a good hit. Is this XL? No.
Waiting for orders. Right, Commander.
All that tech in no
Enemy
case. That's rough. Yeah, that mission took a lot longer just because one, we were down to mech to the until the very end. Excuse me. And then I need some food, I think. It is almost lunchtime. It can be lunchtime. Let me see if War Boss. Do we have chameleon parts? I think we have BA1. Yeah, we have 4 parts here. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a good chance we could get that. Mortar carrier, I think. APC. Let's see here, Sleipner. Oh. I mean, a vehicle's a vehicle here. Thunder parts. Do we have thunder parts? We do. We have 1. Large X-Pulse here. MRM 40 and 30. If we took these, we could just do that. We could just strip the X-Pulse. Does it come with the, it's an, it's an Apollo enabled ATM. Ooh, Apollo ammo. Do we have Apollo FCS here? Did I miss that? Nope. All right, so if we go, this particular variant has Apollo, the twin large X-Pulse with Apollo enabled MRM 30. This is just a heavy, it's not an Omni, is it? Yeah, so we wouldn't be able to, I don't know if the FCS, no, the FCS wouldn't be built in. So yeah, if we took this, we hope for this one right here. And then, I mean, or we just, I mean, the ammo is great. You just can't do anything without, or we take the MRM 30 and 40 and then hope for this, but if we get this, we can build it and strip it. 2, 3. Damn it. All right, well, game, you hate me. Yep. Dang, indeed. Win in the lotto. I mean, we could build one. It's just not that one with where we could get the parts for. Next time. Next time. Well, I mean, we can build one. No, we just need, I think we need 4 parts. Let me just verify here before we... Oh, wow. Is it treating it as like... Yeah, you need 4 parts. So even though we have that many, I could have got a Sleipner APC. Maybe that's, maybe I should go back. We could have had another vehicle. It's better than nothing.
Waiting for orders.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Ooh, did I not have repairs here? Okay, just my treb. Alright, DOS. Detox wasn't there, Eska wasn't there, Fane wasn't there, Flyer, Noel was... Noel technically was in the map.
Training complete.
Noel!
Yep.
Rainy had a really good...
MechWarrior training complete.
Well, I mean, yes. Also, I was just trying to get the MRMs with the Apollo out of it with the FCS.
What's up, Commander?
We don't need heat efficiency. Hit defense would help Cretaeus first. No, the Hornet has not been. We're waiting for.
Waiting for orders, Commander. I'm receiving you.
We're waiting for. Technically, we can take it right now.
Waiting for orders.
But we're waiting for increased mech base.
Goods to Commander.
But don't you worry, your little heart.
I wrapped up that job you asked for, Commander.
Ooh. This mission is over for this planet. ER medium, a PPC FCS, 2 of them. What kind of missions do we have left? Bomb Star. Outworlds Alliance, Attack and Offend. I think these are the last ones I had. Yeah, these are the last ones. All Comstar. I'm like, why? Did they take this planet? No, there's no way. Yeah. Oh, we could stick it to him. It's 40 some odd days too. Don't forget, if you want to get on the roster, exclamation join. Oh, hello, Black Market. Tortoise! Gatling guns. Boosted BAP. This unit has plus 35 sensor signature to the enemy. Negative is good, positive is bad. Ah. Alarm FCS. Torso mounted cockpit. Oh, those were planned LB2s. What? I mean, the only mech that would benefit from that right off the bat is... Well, this only gets 10. Yeah, this only has the AC-10, LB-10. If we can find a clan LB-10, that'd be great. We can find a clanny or large. Yeah, I could, and then I'd be broke. I was actually coming here to sell and sort of see what we're gonna sell, bro. Bro, I'm broke, man. You're over here talking about stocking up on imaginary weapon systems in this imaginary future where... What are you talking about? Oh, we got We can sell 2 of those. You can still sell your lover. All right. Yeah, it's only 800,000 C-bills, Phil. What's the big deal, huh? I mean, it's actually probably not a bad thing to pick up. Fine.
New weapon systems available.
We don't have any ammo for this though. The force amount of cockpit is not as ooh-ah for me. Cockpit lacks ejection system. Whoa. More tactical nukes. Traveling. It's 10 days.
Calculating course now, Commander.
Engines primed. All hands prepare for transition to thrust gravity. All hands, make ready for docking maneuvers.
Da-da-da-da.
Those upgrades you asked for are online, Commander.
Nice. We're gonna get here before travel expenses.
Looks like we've arrived, Commander.
Oh, Gypsy, you're good, man. Yeah, I think. Oh my god, one day. Exclamation join if anybody wants to join. We got some MechWarriors here and Crab Shack.
Waiting for orders.
Waiting for.
And again, remember these are the.
Good to go.
Yeah. Let's see what we got here. Attack planet, I like. Recovery we can do. We can do that one. Assassinate, not that one. Go store here. Does this play on Steam Deck? Ah, that's a good question. I don't believe so. I could be wrong though. And this planet has a lot of shit. Let's see if we have LB2 ammo here. There's MRM Apollo ammo. It's a markup though. 50% increase. Yeah, everything's 50% more expensive. Oof. Oof. There's some good stuff here. Well. All right, I'm gonna take a 5-minute. I'm gonna go grab some more drink, and also I'm gonna grab some lunch. It's a little bit early lunch, but yeah, we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Cake. Hi. Remember, Phil, that I'm going to punch the build for a punch build, so keep an eye out for parts that increase charges or punches. Oh, yeah, let me specifically look, you know, just for you. Main gyro. It's actually a really good one, because I think the gyro is 1 ton anyway.
New equipment available.
Oh, no, it doesn't. It's an extra ton. For whatever reason, I thought it was just done. We'll worry about that later. Okay, we have submissions we can do. Recovery. Yeah, say knives. We're just gonna go ahead and do this one. 2 skull. All right, nubs and bolts is out. Get Boomer in here. My wife made some shepherd's pie. Technically, I guess it's cottage pie, because she used she used beef. She didn't use lamb, so beef apparently is cottage pie, not shepherd's pie. Shepherd's requires a 50-50 apparently. That's a very good question, Jan. 175 streams in a row. Thank you, buddy. Let me go ahead and watch the video. This is what I wanted to watch.
Thanks, Simon. Now, at times, making games can be hard, expensive, and slow, where the gap between what you can imagine and what you can make is held back by technical
objectives complete.
4 years, time does fly.
Spartan, thank you for the 4 years support, man. Welcome back. Hope you're having a great day. Thanks, bud.
I don't know about you, but spending hours in a node graph trying to untangle and understand what's going on just to change one thing is not my idea of creativity. There has to be a better way to do this. So that's what we've been working on. Tools that enable you to build faster and iterate more. Now, Unreal has been built on a simple idea. Your source, your pipeline, your workflow. Give developers complete control over the tools and get out of the way.
You guys are going to want to watch this. I haven't watched it,
that
but
philosophy hasn't
looks
changed.
pretty amazing.
We're just applying it to large language models. Now, in 5.8, we've implemented an MCP server that acts as a bridge between Unreal and any model that you want. For this presentation, we're going to be using Claude Code, but you can use Gemini, your own custom model, whatever you want. Enabling the Unreal MCP is as simple as turning on the plugin, doing a bit of config, and connecting to the model of your choice. And everything you're about to see today runs on that setup. Now, these are still early days, and models will still do some really unpredictable things. However, with this approach, we maintain the ability to go in and edit as you would any Unreal scene. OK, let's see this in action. On the left, we have Unreal Engine. On the right is a terminal running Claude Code. You can see every message going back and forth. Claude Code is talking to Unreal through the MCP server, reading the scene, and taking actions directly inside the engine. So let's start with something small, a modern living room. We start by giving the model some context, what we want to build, and whereabouts in the level. And to make sure everyone can follow along, we're showing a summarized version of each prompt as we go. But if you want the full details, you can still see that in the terminal window. We're going to speed things up from here for presentation purposes, but everything you're seeing is real work happening inside the engine. So we can ask for the basics, a sofa, a rug, and a coffee table. Then fill it in with chairs, a lamp, and a side table. Semantic search, which is part of the 5.8 release, pulls assets from your library that fit that description. And because this is Unreal, we can also manually add a chair, describe it as a reading nook, and the model will furnish the room accordingly. Every step here is a creative decision that you're making. Models are good at broad iterations. You're good at knowing exactly what you want. Those same principles work whether you're furnishing a room or whether you want to scale up and build an entire city. So let's take that same approach and build a city, and what characteristics each one has. Highways cut through on your direction, and from those, the road network starts to fill in. Place them in the level. Ask for a forest around the edge, and it can fill that in. At every step, you're making the calls. And what do you end up with? It's not a rendered image. It's real geometry, real procedural content generation graphs that you can open, edit, and modify. And this works for a whole team, too. Other developers can work on their own sessions, building assets and dropping them straight into the city. The road network adjusts, the blocks update, and the city absorbs it. Different people, different sessions, and it all works together. So how does all of this actually work? With the MCP server as the bridge.
By the way, that's pretty amazing. I mean, you could almost imagine, even in like a Mech 6 Mercs, and this is sort of what I was alluding to towards tools when we were doing the podcast, is the procedural generation system that they have in Mercs right now doesn't allow, it's not this. It's Unreal 4. It doesn't have this, but you can imagine, you know, it's got roads. These are all assets that you're providing. It's not like it's making this up, by the way. But what it's doing is it's configuring it based on these parameters.
Understand your assets. So how does all of this actually work? With the MCP server as the bridge between Unreal and your model, it gives your model the ability to read your scene, understand your assets, and make changes directly in the engine. And because it's open, you're not locked into any particular model or workflow. Now, while large language models are great at language and reasoning, they don't naturally think spatially. Unreal does. To help connect the two, we're giving you over 80 foundational procedural content generation building blocks, a library of examples, and skills that encode specific Unreal workflows. Now, this is experimental, and it's going to keep getting better. This is where you come in. Tell us what's working. Tell us what's not. That's how we're going to make this better.
And so, also to put in perspective, this is 5.8. This system that they're introducing, basically, you won't see, I mean, it's early, so you got to think. Probably mature when 6.0 comes around, and then 6.0 will have its own things and so forth and so on.
Now that the city is built, we want to light it. Getting lighting right on Unreal is a skill that means touching dozens of parameters that all need to work together. Light balance, cloud materials, sky atmosphere, post-process. That's a lot to know. But by creating a dedicated lighting skill, you just describe what you want, and the model orchestrates what it is. Under the hood, it's adjusting all those settings in concert. Then we can ask for overcast skies. And this is a good example of where the model gets things wrong. It misread the sky and tweaked the cloud material the wrong way. But you can see exactly what happened, correct it in the next prompt, and you're right back to where you want to be.
To me, and Tori, I don't know if you're here, what's unique about this is I take for example, myself or anyone in particular. You're not a programmer, I'm not a programmer. But really what this is allowing you to do is, like, that's more of just a technical limitation that you have, right? It's not that you could have great ideas, but you just don't know necessarily what to do to get the result. Whereas if you do something like this, it allows the creativity to just come through, and all the technical stuff you don't really have to worry about. And you'd be like, that's how yeah, but that's how I sort of look at it, is like, then what that's even doing is that's just freeing up so much bandwidth.
Because models also have real-world knowledge, you can just say, Bogota at 9:30 in the morning. And it will go and figure out the sun position, direction, temperature, and atmosphere that actually matches that. And if you want to match something specific, you can take an image. So here we used one of Vancouver, and ask it to replicate that look. It uses screenshots to assess and iterate until it gets there. And everything is still editable. Grab a road and move it, the city adjusts around it. Ask it to make a building taller or more prominent in the scene, and it does that. But then you can go in and modify any individual asset, making it exactly the way that you want it. This isn't a generated image that you're stuck with. It's a real scene in Unreal, and you control every part of it. Flashing lamps, steam, and a sense of danger as the player gets close. That normally means days of back and forth across multiple disciplines. So here's what we did instead. The warning lamp already has a material, but let's say you want to add something to it. You ask the model to read the existing graph, build the new logic, and insert it right where it needs to go. You can then jump into the material instance editor and tweak the final values by hand. Then you take a Niagara template and extend it, adding a single parameter that drives multiple emitters at once, giving you control over the whole effect in one place. You build out the HUD through prompting and UMG, status display, danger meter, warning states. Then blueprint logic ties it all together. A proximity trigger connected to the material, the Niagara system, and the HUD. Walk in, and everything fires at once. All right, so let's run it. Lamps are off, it's quiet. She walks toward the site, the lamps come on, the steam starts rising. She steps inside, lamps are flashing, steam's pouring in, and the site is erupting. What we've shown here today would take months to build by hand. But with the MCP server and Unreal, our artists were able to make all of this in days. When you lower the technical friction, you can iterate more and make better games. That's what we've built. This is really just a starting point. Bring your own primitives, your own examples, your own skills built around your pipelines. The more your team puts in over time, the more useful it gets for everyone on the project. We're shipping the MCP server, the PCG primitive plugin, and the skills we've developed as part of 5.8 today. It's open, and it's yours to extend. Go download it, point your model at it, and see what you can do. If you want to go deeper, we've got 2 chances to catch our tech talk here.
A text prompt. In this case, I wrote a novel describing a fictional scene in Epic Motors, a 1950s gas station. But in professional situations where you have to hit story points, match exact continuity, and deliver what your creative director wants, you would typically communicate visually through sketches and pre-rivs. Unreal is great for that. So, to get started in Unreal, I scouted the derelict corridor scene from Quixel that's available on Fab, which I quickly customized to look like the gas station layout I needed. I worked in detail lighting mode since I was just using this for blocking to this stage. I dropped in some of the appropriate assets from that map: shelving, a propane tank, a cabinet, and also made proxy shapes for the assets that I didn't have: a long counter, more shelving, a cash register, and an ice chest. Then I backed up and framed my camera view and animated a boom down and a push in that I'd later use for my shot. But before I tackled the full video creation, I had to create a single style frame, the visual reference of my scene. To do that, I used the model to combine a depth pass plus the prompt novel I'd written before. The depth conditions the models to understand the layout and the framing. Here's how that works using our new tools in Unreal. I asked Claude Code, connected by our MCP plugin, to use Unreal's movie render graph to create a 4K image, plus all the rest. Asking for an Unreal render to create the image was a signal to Claude Code that I wanted to give my model my depth pass, but use the creative look described in my prompt. I then fired off that request. And while it was being generated, I inspected the graph that it made for the task. Image models are hungry for helpful data and conditioning, and so I prepared a process that pulls valuable visual data from the Unreal scene and passes it to the image model, in this case, Google's Nano Banana Pro. Now, let's take a look at this image more closely. It matched the composition of I wanted another tire on the floor, but I didn't. To mask the tire, I selected both the mask and the image, and with a predefined workflow, asked Claude Code to extract it, repair it, and mesh it using Tripo 3.1. And then I double-checked that graph, and I supervised the work. Now, of course, this is not a real-time process, so after several minutes, I got my textured tire mesh. I saved it to the content browser, where I then pulled in the tire and positioned it in 3D space. And finally, I asked Claude Code to add the tire to the image. Let's take a look at that result. So if we compare my UE passes with the tire in it, you can see that it put the new tire where I asked it to, and it made it look like a variation of the generated tire, not an exact bound in 3D. I went browsing on Fab and found one of our junkyard car parts for Megascans. I picked the specific fender piece that I wanted that had a 1950s look modeled into it to leave less to the image model's imagination. I asked Claude Code to add it to my image and make it look like it had been newly repainted. And after another image processing step in Nano Banana, that was done. Okay, now that I produced my style frame, I was ready.
Some serious nerd shit. It is serious nerd shit, but yeah, this is like a TED Talk. But yeah, this is just showcasing Unreal 5.8, the experimental MCP servers, basically them using any large language model that you can think of to help. Again, it's a tool. What I look is the ability to create, I mean, I look at it as like some cool shit, but you know, here nor there. We got shit to blow up though, so let's go focus on that. It was just the next pullback. Yes and no. I think it's like fundamentally. Oh, this is a weird one, right? Like, I'm just trying to think of here. Yeah, sure, DOS, but not even to focus on the negative. Everybody does that. They're like, oh, this, but I'm looking at it as more of like stuff like that. How I look at it is, it's a equalizer in the sense of, and I just used for myself, for example, whatever, or if you're, let's just say you are indie or just a small developer or whatever, or even if you're a big developer, the ability to create what you're looking for in a timely manner can be exponentially increased. And it's still a skill, it's just different skill, right, that you'd have to utilize with the tool. And this is the first, I think, sort of like examples that we've seen of large language models being incorporated into Unreal. Obviously it's experimental, it's still early, but I look at that as just being a win-win. It allows stuff like what we were talking about earlier. Cyberpunk. Now imagine you can go into every single building, every single room. So how I look at it is it's also just a tool. One, you still gotta know Unreal. You gotta know how to navigate it. This is a recovery.
Something I can do.
Let's go ahead and push up here.
Move order received.
Yeah, sounds good on paper until like it's like, does it have? Let me actually see how this works in principle. It's like anything. It's Tori, would you agree with the statement? Like with any tool, you have your first iterations, and they usually it takes a while to mature. Specifically, I mean, look at Nanite and Lumen, Prime's examples of like they're finally getting to where they're a lot more mature as far as their implementation, right? So this is a good ridge for us to be on.
Holding protect.
What are they for UE6? What are they thinking instead of blueprints? What'd you just call me, Ragnar? Did you just call me a small tool? The smallest.
Right here.
He's tiny.
Full speed, no shoot. Got it.
If you can't laugh at yourself, you got bigger problems. Can't laugh at people making fun of you. You got deeper problems.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Oh, buddy.
Affirmative.
Shadowhawk. I would love a Shadowhawk.
Targeting enemy sticks.
I hear ya.
It's always someone else. It's never me.
Pedal to the metal.
That's a scaling issue right there, Rampancy. I don't know if it's a horse, a unicorn. I don't know. Also, I ate a piece of chocolate cake my wife made yesterday. If you're wondering what that was. If you weren't wondering, well, now you know. And knowing, it's half the battle.
Got it. Max speed, no shooting.
Oh. Oh. Rude.
I'm taking a pounding, Commander.
Hey, Starslayer, we have this on the store. Double E-Syncs kit. Oh, that's not a bad mech. UE6 basically gets rid of visual scripting, as far as I understand, mostly just have the AI write the code for you kind of vibe. I'm not sure that's 100% confirmed though. Huh. So the idea is it'll probably launch with blueprints, and if their tools show enough success, then yeah, I mean, that makes sense, man.
Going turbo. No sweat. Waiting for orders. On the move.
Oh. Subnautica 2. When are we gonna play this?
Yeah?
Receiving you. On it. Locking in all weapon systems.
Oh, Subnautica is that early release? Early access game. I didn't know that. Looks like very positive ratings though, so that's good.
Roger that. Standing by.
Commander?
We're gonna go target prediction here because
Moving fast. Targeting enemy 6.
that was a very good hit. This is also going to help everybody else. Everybody in the club. I don't remember the lyrics.
Got it. Stay and put for now.
Also, pro tip for people with cats and kids, you can have Windows make your power button do nothing after it's on. My head's just not.
What can I do for you? Take this. I hear ya.
So we're pulling them this way. Can we? Oh, that'd be a shame if something happened to your mech there.
Ready for orders.
Oh. Oh. Yeah, this migrant has been shit. Shitty migraine.
Minor damage, Commander. Nothing to see here. Standing by.
So you say.
Got it.
Let's do a headshot.
Firing all weapons.
Nope.
What do you need?
Randy, can you get a headshot?
Let's move. Acknowledge.
What's going on, Flux? How you doing?
Yeah.
Based on Phil's experience, we now know that migraines are when shit gets in your skull and makes your brain hurt. Wash your bums. Yeah.
How's it going?
I don't even know what I just heard.
What can I do for you? Got it. Max speed, no shooting.
Did any of those actually hit his head? Nope. One hit head.
There's more where that came from. I hear ya. Pedal to the metal.
Maribel, how are you? Two hits.
Waiting for orders. Let's move.
What's up, Cycle? How you doing, buddy?
Come on, MechWarriors. It's go time.
That's right.
What can I do for you?
Yeah.
Alright, let's be real here. I think this is still probably... Sensor ping probably would be the best bet.
Good to go. Affirmative.
We already hit the Shadowhawk in the back, right?
Roger, Commander.
Oh.
I've got the shot.
Oof.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Oof.
Going turbo.
Why did the hipster burn their tongue? They drank their coffee before it was cool.
Uh-huh. We can do this. Let's go. Should have run when you had the chance.
Reserve an action.
Oh, it's a dude riding a horse. It's like, oh, that sounds awesome, man.
I hear ya.
I can't really... Sounds like a great time.
Got it. Max speed, no shooting. All weapons are go.
It's a very good hit. Eric 5 destroyed.
Yeah, critical hit.
Took your 4-year-old daughter to Disneyland for her first time yesterday. That was kind of like hiking. Dude, how'd she like it, Flux? Was it just
Orders?
insanity the entire time? Natural, I don't know location. I saw the article saying they're looking at a Major League, I think by 2029, so yeah. We have a, I don't know, what's minor league team right next to us? I don't know, I just don't watch baseball enough to, but yes, I think so.
Waiting on you, Commander.
I think that
Yeah?
is true. Griffin, this guy's gonna take a huge hit.
Here we go.
It's dead, Granny.
Let's hit 'em
Jeez.
hard.
Jeez.
That one's gone.
Ugh.
Receiving you.
It's dead, Jim. It's dead. Tried Astro Blasters a few with catatonic, felt pretty bad, but she was stoked at everything else. Marvel was win. Awesome, man. Yeah, I think
Roger.
probably won't be it's definitely not gonna be this year. Maybe next year, so when Willow is like 4.5, almost or something like that.
What can I do for you?
Big thing is like having my son there. You just, you know, it'd be just a little bit too young to. Brandy's just on like vengeance mode.
Ready for orders. You got it. I've got a sensor lock.
Took the kids to the beach and we found the one section of beach that had like nothing but perfect flat skipping stones. Oh, nice.
Ready for orders.
Oh yeah.
Targeting for an alpha strike. Mess him up. Mess him up good.
Let's see if I can make something happen later.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Commander? Affirmative.
Ooh. That was a big one.
Commander?
What can I do for you? Pedal to the metal. Firing everything I've got. Let's get fired up.
Y'all have phones,
There's
right?
work to do. Want some more? Huh?
Good to go. Piece of cake.
Heck.
All weapons are go.
Ha! Send me a real opponent.
I wonder if we'll just be able
Waiting on you,
to
Commander.
finish this here.
Another hit like that, and you're toast.
Yep. Moving to position.
Yes, Critias. That's exactly when.
Confirmed.
Ooh, that's all CT.
Tango down.
Granny is brutal, man. That blue-haired assassin.
Good to go. On my way.
Just gonna battle lord it here. Oh my gosh. I should have went cluster.
What can I do for you?
Well, this is
Affirmative.
gonna ruin your day.
This should be good.
That'll be a kill.
And stay down.
Receiving you.
Yeah, we'll move just to make sure.
We have the asset, Commander.
Nice. Yeah, Carlson, most definitely. Most definitely. Yeah, it was Blizzard announcing Diablo Immortal. No, it was before Diablo 4. It was Diablo Immortal, the mobile one. And everybody's like, what? What? Do we have Shadowhawk parts? I think we do. I'd really like Shadowhawk, but apparently we could just get 2 more Griffins. If you really wanted to. Okay, so if we grabbed 4, I think it'd be pretty smart. Grab a... So this will guarantee... No, I mean, that already sort of guarantees. Let me go Shadowhawk. Yeah, so we got those two. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. It was quite the like face to palm. Yeah, and that's, you know, they were up on screen basically saying we want to tap into the Chinese market without basically saying it. And we believe the mobile is the way to go. And instead of them just saying that, and saying, hey, this is going to be a separate thing, you know, blah, blah, blah. We know you guys are more interested in this. And, you know, like, that's the thing is, like, sometimes the, like, optics on these companies, you're like, it's okay to say, you know what? You guys want to tap into the market. I don't think anybody would fault them. It's like, yeah, it's huge market. But that is not, you know, it's like, what happens if a beloved IP or company that you used to love is no longer owned and operated by the people that served you early on? You know, now it's owned by a, you know, just, you know, and you're like, oh, you know, so. Guys, I'm gonna go to wrap it up. I'm sucking here. My head is hurting too much. It's actually, I think, gotten worse since I started. I think these, yeah. So I'm gonna go lay down, close my eyes, block out all the light for a bit, and try to maybe get a nap or so, get this something off. But yeah, I'm not. This migraine's just kicking my ass. It started yesterday morning and it's still going. I was hoping it'd be gone today. I've already taken my meds twice today and my limit as far as what I can take. So, yeah, sorry about that, guys. I'm hoping tomorrow. Like I said, tomorrow I've got my son's appointment in the morning, so I'll be starting a little bit later. Should be around 11. Oh yeah, don't switch. I will tab there right to like a bright ass thing. But yeah, that's it for me. Just want to say thank you again. I apologize, guys. Migraines. So I'm gonna get off here. Hey, if any of you guys enjoyed the stream, or just you haven't done so already, make sure to join Discord. Again, huge shout out to all the new members we have on the battalion. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you for committing. Brett, if you were there, Brett joined 18 hours ago. He joined the enlisted ranks, so thank you again. If that's something that you like, the podcast, you like the daily streams, consider joining the battalion. I'll drop that link in chat. No pressure. Short day, have a good one. Yeah, sorry man, this migraine's kicking my ass. Cauldron. Yeah, but yeah, that's gonna be it for me. I'm gonna get off here. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.